Go, Matt, you're still muted, by the way.
My bad. What up, Avery?
Hey, how's it going? It's nice to talk to a North Carolina native.
Hey, where you from?
Outside of Charlotte, I went to UNC.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. That's tough.
My sister went to law school at Wake, so it's all good.
Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Well, I am so excited for you to start this journey. It's such a historic and memorable season. First and foremost, when you started this, what were you looking for in a life partner?
That's a great question. Someone that I could live and spend life with. Someone who I could trust, someone who respected me, someone that I could empower to be the best version of themselves, because that's what I'm looking for. And um, this group of women didn't disappoint.
Definitely. And this is sort of your entrance into Bachelor Nation, but you do have some friends. Before this started, did you talk to, Tyler or Hannah just about the experience as a whole?
Yeah, I had multiple conversations with Hannah and Tyler, just as they're two of my closest friends, and I reached out to a handful of alumni. I reached out to Sean Lowe, Rachel Lindsay, Becca, Colton, JoJo, anyone you could imagine, just to get as much perspective as I could about what to expect, and nothing could prepare you for what you stepped into.
Absolutely. What was the best piece of advice that you maybe got from someone?
Yourself, and don't try to please everybody, because you can't. And it sounds simple, but it's nice to be reminded of that. And um, when you hear it as much as I did, it started to ring true. I'm just like, okay. And then as I'm out there, I'm reminding myself of these conversations I had, and it made everything so much easier for me.
Definitely. And this is a big next step for you. What were you the most nervous about going into this?
Um, I don't know. I guess being vulnerable. Like, there's things in my dating life and my family that you don't talk about, and uh, so that these women could get a feel for who I am and where I'm coming from, I had to share things that I hadn't shared with people, and it was good.
And especially on camera, that's a little intimidating.
Yeah, especially when the whole country's watching, and it 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 helps you grow, though. It helps you become more comfortable in who you are, and um, I felt that as I continued to have these conversations and share more of myself with these women.
Definitely. And, given that filming is over, are you happy with how things ended up for you? Just a nod.
I am.
Okay. And at the end of the premiere, this is a post premiere question. You gave Abigail your first impression rose. What was it about her that stood out amidst all the other women that made her the perfect first impression rose pick?
I don't even know where to start. I mean, she was so authentic and real, and everything that I'm asking of the women in this experience, she did unprompted. She was open about her being deaf, about her family members that were deaf, about her experience, about what to expect from her. And it just was flowing out of her, and we just vibed. It just felt real. It felt comfortable. And in a situation that was uncomfortable, to have that type of feeling with somebody just made sense. And I wanted her to know that that's how I felt about her. And the best way to do that was to give her that rose.
I loved it. And there were a number of memorable entrances when you were meeting these women, lingerie, there was a sex toy involved. Is there one of them that just even now stands out to you the most?
Um, I don't know. They were all really good. Like everyone was so unique that I didn't have a problem. Um, I didn't have a problem remembering. And everyone's like, "How did you remember everyone's name?" I'm like, "How can you forget someone who's carried in on a throne? Or like, how could you forget someone who's wearing goat feet around?" It's like they did such a great job of just making themselves unique and seen, that it made it hard, that first rose ceremony.
What was sort of the experience like being sort of filmed, sort of quasi in quarantine, on a resort? What was that experience like for you?
To be honest with you, I enjoyed it because for me, the women have always been the focus, and um, I could personally care less about traveling around if it's not with people that I care about and I'm interested in. And so, being somewhere where I could really focus on those relationships was, I think, best for myself and these women.
Absolutely. And how's your finger? I saw that you had a little mishap earlier
Yeah,
today.
I took the bandage off. I'm not gonna show you because it's gross, but I'm letting the air get to it. I lost to the blender. The blender's undefeated, and I cut my thumb, but we're good.
And are you sort of nervous sort of to watch yourself this season, or are you sort of ready to
I'm
see it
not
all play out?
nervous. I'm not nervous. It's just like weird because you think you sound a certain way or you look a certain way, and then you hear yourself. You're like, I sound like a bozo. It's like my clothes looked whack, and it's like, so that part's funny just because it's like hearing yourself back is just kind of cringy. But I'm not nervous about anything because I stand by all the decisions I made and everything I said. So
Amazing. Well, I can't wait to see how it all plays out. The first episode alone was wonderful. And you looked and sounded great. Don't worry. Well, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to talk with you, and hopefully we can chat again very, very soon.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.